Testing, testing. Hi there. I am doing practice videos because I'm still learning YouTube, how to record videos and share certain things I want to share. Today I realized I need to order one of those clip-on microphones, so I can't be doing like walking around while I'm recording. So this is just practice. I want to see how this picks up the sound. I had the second part of frame drum two-part class with Miranda Rondo today, which is awesome. And it got me thinking that I'd like to read this book as part of Clan Mother Stories and include it with the book club. Things get interrelated with one another. And this is one of those very important historical stories about rhythm and the role of women to bring peaceful, compassionate life to all the world. The sacred feminine is really important in today's news. So it's a good time to read this book. And Miranda Rondo is a former student of the author, Layne Redmond. This book, Layne Redmond wrote in 1997, and I believe the final copyright was 2018. And the introduction of the book, it has dedication by various women that many people have heard of, like Starhawk, Brooke Medicine Eagle, and others. And then it has a dedication to her niece, Shiva. Let me get my glasses on. And her mother, her niece Shiva's mother, who is her sister, Suzanne, and her own mother, her mother Sue, and her mother Sue's mother, her grandmother Lucy, and her mother, her mother's mother, her great grandmother, Mama Charlotte, and her mother back to the beat of the blood of all the mothers and grandmothers to the very first great mother of us all. If you hear some noises in the background, Zara says, "Come on, it's time to watch TV and play ball." So this is going to be short. Again, it's practice. I'll do a longer one when I get the clip-on mic and learn some more things. So thank you for your understanding while I learn this technology. There's a dedication here also, not dedication, but a poem from Sappho, 7th century BC, poet, composer, musician, teacher, and priestess of Aphrodite. You may not remember, but let me tell you that someone in some future time will think of us. Here's a beautiful picture of the Greek priestesses of Dionysus celebrating the preparation of wine for ritual use, circa 420 BC. I'd like to begin with the introduction because it's not very long. Handheld frame drums are among the oldest known musical instruments. They are hoop-shaped drums with a diameter that is much greater than the depth of their shell. In prehistoric times, their rhythm helped shamans and seers attain the sacred trance state necessary for healing and prophecy. The rituals of the earliest known religions evolved around the beat of frame drums. These religions were founded on the worship of female deities, mother goddesses who evolved into the many goddesses of Mediterranean cultures in classical times. In the oldest times, women's bodies were considered holy because they had the seemingly magical abilities to give birth, to create new human beings. As a result, women became the first technicians of the sacred, performing religious functions we would today associate with the clergy or the priesthood. Sacred drumming was one of their primary skills. It remained a powerful tool for communal bonding and individual transformation until the fall of the Roman Empire. Through the existence of cultures whose primary deity was a goddess has been well documented. It says though the existence. In the last 25 years, in popular and influential works by scholars such as Mariah Gimbutas, Buffy Johnson, Merlin Stone, Rianne Eisler, and Joseph Campbell, the role of women as custodians of the spiritual life of these cultures is not well known. Perhaps for this reason, the significance of the frame drum as the focus of women's spiritual power has been virtually overlooked. In modern times, drummers have been almost exclusively men, but more and more women are rediscovering their ancient birthright. Every year, there are more professional women percussionists. And yet, at the same time, many women are returning to the drum, not for a profession, but to recover an important spiritual connection to health and to one another that has been lost. A connection long buried, but somehow instantly familiar. When the Drummers Were Women is the story of a buried and forgotten aspect of women's spiritual heritage. It traces the use of the frame drum as a ritual instrument from the sacred caves of old Europe through the mystery cults of Rome. It demonstrates that banning women's drumming from religious life was central to the disempowerment of women in Western culture. Finally, it shows how drumming is again becoming a tool for individual and cultural healing and transformation. The return of the drum into our culture is not yet recognized by the scientific community or the major media, but droves of ordinary people are being captivated by its sound, power, and magic. Across the country, executives in Fortune 500 companies attend workshops in rhythm that are designed to boost managerial development and cooperation. Members of the Christian clergy are turning to the entraining properties of drumming to generate a communal sense of spiritual power. And then she says in parentheses, I once drummed for 2 days while a group of Catholic nuns meditated. Dr. Oliver Sacks, author of a number of popular books on neurological disorders, has helped to set up drumming circles in nursing homes. Testifying before the Senate Special Committee on Aging, he hypothesized that Alzheimer's disease can be ameliorated by the healing effects of rhythm. In Topeka, therapists are experimenting with drumming in the treatment of dementia. I've been teaching and performing with the frame drum for many years now, and I'm continually amazed by its enthusiastic reception. Its voice inspires instant communion with everyone who hears it. I am convinced that the new drumming phenomena answers a deep cultural need to reestablish our rhythmic links with nature and with one another. I won't read this because it's time to watch TV. Sacred tradition in my house with my daughter and my dog every night at 5 o'clock. So I'll do a separate video. This, like I said, thank you for this. You're helping me with practicing. The second video, I'll probably wait till I get my clip-on mic because I would like to incorporate drum practice. It goes together. What could I say? But it needs to sound good too. So it will be part 1, the divine feminine, my next video that I do. And just before I sign off, I'll show you a picture on here. It's an inscription on a wall of the Temple of Hathor, Dendera, Egypt, 2nd century BC. With that, I close. Oh, wait, one more thing. I can't resist. I'm just so intrigued by the notion of the Mob of Angels from the 1990s. They did Performance Ritual with tambourines. That's Layne Redmond leading the group. Can you imagine seeing this on the streets of New York City? And has anyone seen it? And if so, can you please comment? Because I'd love to know about it. That's it for today. Thank you for listening to my practice video.